Let's quickly go on to do question number 14. The limit of the square root of x minus the cube root of x all divided by x minus 1 as x approaches 1. So I'm going to rewrite this as the limit of x to the power of 1 over 2 minus x to the power of 1 over 3 all divided by x minus 1 as x approaches 1. And now I'm going to use a substitution. I'm going to say let x raised to the power of the least common denominator for 1 over 2 and 1 over 3 is 6. So let x to the power of 1 over 6 be equal to u. In this case, when I raise both sides to the power 6, I will have x is equal to u raised to the power 6. But remember, as x approaches 1, I will have 1 to the power of 1 over 6. So u will be approaching 1 also. As x approaches 1, u will be approaching 1. So I move on and write the limit x to the power half. Well, x is u to the 6. So u to the 6 all to the power of half minus u to the 6 all to the power of 1 over 3 all divided by u to the 6 minus 1 as u approaches 1. Great. So let's move on to simplify. We have the limit of, this will be u raised to the power of 6 times 1 over 2, that's 3, minus 6 times 1 over 3, that's 2, so it's u squared over u to the 6 minus 1 as u approaches 1. So I can factor out the u squared for the numerator. I will have u minus 1. And then for the denominator, u to the 6 minus 1, I will have u cubed minus 1 times u cubed plus 1. As u approaches 1, I will have the limit of u squared times u minus 1 over u cubed minus 1, that's u minus 1, u squared plus u plus 1 times u cubed plus 1. As u approaches 1, we have 1 squared times, if I didn't cancel out. So if that cancel out, I'll have the limit of u squared all divided by u squared plus u plus 1 times u cubed plus 1. So u approaches 1. If I do that substitution, I'll have 1 square over 1 square plus 1 multiplied by 1 cube plus 1. So this is 1 over 2 times, this is 3. 3 times 2. 1 over 6. 1 over 6 is the result, and this is the procedure. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Alright. Thank you for coming back to this channel. We are going to be solving question number 15. The limit of 3x minus 2 all divided by the square root of 2x squared plus 1. Now this is to say that we have something on this board. Factor out an x squared from the denominator. I will have 2 plus 1 over x squared. So as x approaches infinity, I will have the limit of 3x minus 2 all divided by, this is x, the square root of 2 plus 1 over x squared as x approaches infinity. So I can factor out an x from the numerator. The limit x parenthesis will be 3 minus 2 over x all divided by x, the square root of 2 plus 1 over x squared as x approaches infinity. So this x I'm going to cancel out. I'll have 3 minus 2 over x all divided by the square root of 1 plus 1 over x squared as x approaches infinity. If I do that substitution, I'll have 3 minus 2 over infinity all divided by the square root of 1 plus 1 over infinity squared. So this will be 3 minus 2 over infinity is 0 over the square root of 1 plus 0. So it's 3 over 1 and it's just 3. That is the result. Let's move on to the next problem.